This week in U.S. immigration news, we are going to cover DHS and DOJ final rule establishes an asylum transit ban, CBP issues memo on policy on parole with conditions in limited circumstances prior to the issuance of a charging document, Supreme Court decision in favor of immigrants, BIA holds that it may accept late filed appeals in certain situations through equitable tolling, CBP no longer requires proof of COVID-19 vaccination. DHS and DOJ final rule circumvention of lawful pathways, which establishes, for a 2-year period, a rebuttable presumption of asylum and eligibility for certain non-citizens who enter at the southwest border or adjacent coastal borders without documentation and travel through a country that is a signatory to the 1951 Refugee Convention or its 1967 Protocol. The rule is effective May 11, 2023. This week's immigration news is sponsored by Ting Law Group. If you have an immigration question or your case is stuck and delayed, visit www.greencardguys.com to learn about the solution or call 720-740-4247. Ting Law Group offers a strategy session for 15 minutes at no cost to you. You must pre-qualify for this. CBP issued a memo outlining when it may exercise discretionary parole authority for urgent humanitarian reasons or a significant public benefit, including its use of parole prior to the issuance of a charging document. The memo states, this memorandum describes a policy concerning when CBP may exercise its discretionary parole authority for urgent humanitarian reasons or a significant public benefit, including where there are conditions requiring the expeditious processing of non-citizens in exigent circumstances in order to ensure 1. Appropriate and safe conditions for the health and safety of individual non-citizens in custody and 2. USBP's continued ability to carry out its critical border security and enforcement mission. During periods of sustained high encounter numbers, it is significantly more efficient for USBP to process individuals, consistent with INA Section 235A, 8 U.S.C. Section 1225A for parole with conditions as opposed to issuing an NTA or other charging document at the time of encounter. Those subject to parole with conditions are not simply released into the community. They are required to schedule an appointment with ICE for initiation of Section 24 removal proceedings, as appropriate, or, at a designated online location. Request service of an NTA by mail. In a unanimous ruling, the U.S. Supreme Court held that INA Section 242d(1) is not jurisdictional, and that a non-citizen need not request discretionary forms of administrative review, like reconsideration of an unfavorable BIA determination, in order to satisfy Section 242d(1)'s exhaustion requirement. Accordingly, the court vacated the Fifth Circuit's determination that the petitioner, a transgender woman from Guatemala seeking withholding of removal and Convention Against Torture, CAT, relief, was required to seek reconsideration from the BIA prior to pursuing judicial review, and remanded the case for further proceedings. Overruling matter of Leodov. The BIA first held that it has authority to accept what are otherwise untimely appeals, and consider them timely, in certain situations because 8 CFR Section 1003.38b, 2022, is a claim processing rule and not a jurisdictional provision. The BIA then concluded that it will accept a late filed appeal where a party can establish that equitable tolling applies, which requires the party to show both diligence in the filing of the notice of appeal and that an extraordinary circumstance prevented timely filing. Starting May 12, 2023, non-immigrant air travelers will not be required to show proof of COVID-19 vaccination when entering the United States. This is in line with the CDC rule that there is no longer a pandemic.
Friends, show us some love and smash the like button. It doesn't cost you anything. If you have an immigration problem or need a second opinion because you cannot get a hold of your own lawyer, schedule a meeting with our team. Share information with our CARES team and they will help you get scheduled with our legal team. Now here's a secret code to unlock the free 15 minutes.